A key villain rivalry in Spider-Man, Brand New Day may have already been set up by an unexpected MCU project. Based on the first trailer for Spider-Man, Brand New Day alone, it's clear the movie won't be short on villains. Characters like Boomerang, Tarantula, and Tombstone are all set to make their MCU debuts. Likewise, we're also going to be seeing some exciting villain returns like Mac Gargan's Scorpion, who hasn't been seen since 2017 Spider-Man, Homecoming, and even the Ninja Clan known as the Hand will be making an appearance, last seen in the Netflix era of Marvel shows. Thankfully, Tom Holland's Spider-Man won't be alone, as both the Punisher, Jon Bernthal, and Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, are confirmed to appear in the upcoming MCU movie, not to mention Sadie Sink's mystery MCU character, though we don't yet know if she'll be friend or foe. Regardless, I do think that the MCU has already laid the foundation for a major villain rivalry thanks to Marvel's previous Spider-Man project released last year. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man featured a major gang war between Scorpion and Tombstone. A core part of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man's first season was a major turf war between the 110th Street Gang and the Scorpions. In this animated series set in an adjacent MCU timeline, Mac Gargan led the Scorpions and gained a gamma-powered suit of armor. Meanwhile, the 110s were led by Big Donovan, at least until his position was taken by Lonnie Lincoln, aka Tombstone. Of course, there are some significant differences between this animated universe and the main MCU proper, like Norman Osborn being Spider-Man's mentor instead of Tony Stark. As it relates to these two villains in particular, Lonnie is presented as a classmate of Peter Parker's before getting involved with the 110th Street Gang, with his typical gray skin and durability only teased at the end of the first season. While we haven't fully seen what Tombstone looks like in the live-action MCU, it's unlikely that this animated depiction in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man will be carried over. After all, we know that Brand New Day's Tombstone will be played by Marvin Jones III, who's 20 years older than Tom Holland. As such, it's probably safe to assume that Tombstone will already be established as a major New York crime boss like he is in the comics. Even so, it's certainly possible that the core rivalry between Scorpion and Tombstone seen in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man could be shared in the primary MCU timeline with Brand New Day, especially with the first trailer confirming that Michael Mando's live-action Mac Gargan will similarly gain his own armor upgrade and prehensile tail. Will Spider-Man, Brand New Day feature a similar MCU villain rivalry? Although we last saw him 9 years ago, the MCU's live-action Scorpion was established as dangerously unhinged and vengeful, much like Gargan's depiction in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man's first season. As a result, it does feel possible that he might not vibe so well with a major crime boss like Tombstone, who'll likely be more about order, control, and respect. Perhaps the two Marvel villains will be caught in a live-action rivalry all their own, one where Tom Holland's Spider-Man could find himself caught right in the middle, not unlike what we saw last year in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Overall, new clashes between villains and rival territories in New York could be really cool. It'd certainly flesh out the city and Spider-Man's street-level efforts, expanding beyond what we've seen in other MCU projects like Daredevil, Born Again with Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk's Kingpin. At any rate, it's going to be exciting to see what roles all of these villains will play when Spider-Man, Brand New Day releases in just a few months.